There is this narration once made by Raila Amolo Odinga about a camel that approached a tent owner and requested if it could bask only the head. It thereafter requested for the hump and finally the entire body. Upon entering the tent, it kicked out the very owner of the tent, Governor Gladys Wanga. This is exactly what you have done to the people of Homabay and to the people of Kasipul. Your introduction to Homabay came just as a boy-girl relationship, getting to know a handsome man from Homabay, falling for the man, I mean. Thereafter, it turns into a marriage. We accept you. All the way from Kisumu, Kano, Wangaya. Upon accepting that you settle in our own country as a woman married to us, you came to us and requested that we honor you with the seat of a women rep. We were kind enough. We left aside all our abled mothers and sisters and voted you in. You are never patient to do 2 terms. You only served a single term. And you could find nothing else to do. You made your shot straight to the gubernatorial seat. Honestly, it was out of Baba's appeal to us, and then the fact that you aligned with the people and the person whom the people loved. That is Joseph Oyugi Magwanga. He is the reason we voted you. Either way, it was another time that we gave you a second chance, and you took your entire body into the camp. Now, upon fully getting into the camp, this is how you've kicked us out. 1, you have made the ODM party in Homabay your stall, your kibanda. You run it as you wish, appointing leaders as you wish, provided they are proved sycophants and provided they are people who cannot reason for themselves, such that you can rule them left, right, and center. And that is why the late Charles Ongondowere, who was a big fan of you, actually, you confessed that amongst all the Luo MPs, or all the ODM MPs, he was the first one to endorse you for the gubernatorial seat at the expense of others like the Treasury CS, John Mbadi, Oyugi Magwanga, Kidero, and Sami Wakiaga. Sons of the soil, very capable. Now, even at the death of Charles Ongondowere, you mourned the man more than the wives could mourn him. You mourned as if you were the one widowed. And we really sympathized with the situation. But now, it brought to our attention that your relationship with the late Charles Ongondowere was not a mere political alignment or membership of the ODM party. There must have been something that the two of you were achieving together that you could not achieve alone. And that is why it is a do or die for you to reinstall the very son of the late MP, to go to the extent of doing a mock nomination where tents are erected in a forest in Kombaka in a bush. Non-residents are voting there. Ballots are taken to pupils in a pre-primary school to cast the ballot. And then goons are ferried. There was a number of polling stations that we witnessed a lot of malpractices. Otula and Jafari, to be specific. They are the known polling stations, but suddenly, on the date of election, you go there, you don't find anybody. You are told it was to be done at the chief's camp. You go there, you find ballots were already cast. Of course, people realize that by noon, past noon. That is when we realize that the two polling stations have been closed. We are using the chief's camp. You go there, you realize that ballots had been cast. Even the neighbors of the place can confess the ballot boxes were just brought a minute ago. And now they are full, they've been cast. So a lot happened. Even foreigners ferried carrying machetes, and the ODM team that was carrying the nomination gave them 5 to 10 ballots per person. They mark and they cast it. That is that. So you are kicking us in our very own house. But it is the builder of the tent who knows how to rebuild. A camel does not know how to rebuild a tent. Actually, if a camel is so disrespectful, sometimes we can set the camp ablaze and the camel will be scorched. We don't lose a thing, we can rebuild a new camp. We can redo a new tent. What about the scorched camel? Governor Gladys Wanga. Governor Gladys Wanga. National Chair, ODM. Kasipul will disappoint you one of these fine days. I promise that.